My name is Timothy O'Malley. I work at E-Ink Corporation. I work as U.S. business lead.
And here we have an E-Ink guitar. It actually goes from black to white.
Yes. So we've been working to extend the range of our products, in particular allowing designers and creatives to take our color-changing materials and make color-changing surfaces. In this case, we're using a guitar. Cream has designed this guitar. Our engineers worked with Cream engineers on the custom shape and design, built it into the full product, full demonstration that we have here. And so you can see this is the first step towards a color-changing guitar.
How many awesome projects are there with your company?
If I were to round down, 1 million.
Millions. So many different
They're
things.
all awesome.
Here we see a dog, but it's got some screen. There's the tag also for traveling.
Yes. So over here we have some fun products. This is the author clock. It tells time by showing you a quote with the current time in it. It's designed to be a special bookcase piece, so there's no power cord. It's a beautiful casing with the wood structure all around. And it's unique because another display would need to be plugged in and wouldn't have that optical look.
So awesome.
Yep.
Nice.
And remember, I heart E-Ink.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So let's go to the
Sure, let's go to the front.
Front of your booth.
Yes.
What are we going to see here?
So over here we see the award-winning Spectra 6 display. This year at SID, Spectra 6 won Display of the Year. We're very proud of that. We've been continually working on our display capabilities towards color, and this is our full color. Yes, the one over there.
2024 Display of the Year.
Display of the Year. Making a reflective display is a very unique thing. Whether it's LCD or OLED, there's a lot of emissive technologies. Our focus and specialization has always been ultra low power display, but also one that's paper-like in look. So here we have reproduced a printing style look, a printed piece of page, but it still has that ultra low power and the ability to update like digital signage.
Is it the same there?
This is the same one over here, different image. You can see how it looks like paper. It has that premium quality look that advertisers will want.
Here you have some kind of front lights, right?
There's some lighting built into the booth, but there's no light built into the display.
Is to simulate how it might be outdoors with the sunlight coming from
So this is primarily an indoor product today, moving it outdoors shortly. But yes, whether it's indoors or outdoors, people need light to see, so there will be lighting available.
And what is the flashing process? It's not very long, this one.
It's not very long. This is about 10 seconds. It's pretty quick. Our displays use particles inside, and they all have to be placed precisely. The high color saturation that you see here is placing those precisely in order to get the image.
Nice. And shall we walk in?
Yeah, let's walk in. These panels are using, again, that type of color film that we saw on the guitar back when we started, but they're using it in a design way. So this you could imagine color-changing walls, color-changing surfaces or appliances. This is leaning in that direction. We first introduced this concept of using color-changing surfaces to the world by creating these BMW cars, working closely with BMW on the wall over here. And you can see the evolution of progress from the first to the second to the car that was recently shown.
So that was Best of CES 2022?
That was 2022, 2023. And this art car was shown this year, 2024, end of February, in LA at the Frieze Art Show.
Well, that's an artistic car.
It's a very artistic car. There's a car from the early 70s that BMW made, very similar design. It was called the Art Car. And the African artist who designed it, they partnered with that same African artist again. And this car is named after her child, her son, Nostakana. You can see creativity is in our DNA.
How vibrant are the colors when you drive around with this in a day?
Well, come over here, and you can see the colors and their vibrancy coming up right here.
Well, that's very vibrant.
Yes, it
and that's
is.
Also an art piece. What is this?
So this is an example of what some of the sculpture and the flexibility you could do with an E-Ink display. Again, we're staying on this theme of creative designers, playing with the materials. Let's see what we can create that's fun, that feels energetic. And here we've created, it's like a moving sculpture of a changing surface.
So this is just your
So what's the price of one of these art pieces?
Oh, they're all custom built, so I don't know. We can talk offline later, I guess.
So it's custom, it's unique.
We E-Ink designed and built this one for the show. So if you want to buy it from me after the show, let's talk.
Okay, once you're packing, if you need some,
You'll swing by?
some help with
All right.
carrying. Oh, that looks
Bring
nice.
bring your Venmo with.
Nice. Venmo, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm going to turn to the wall behind me
Yeah.
as we talk about one of the things that was our first large commercial success, and E-Ink is still very well known for. Wow, we have a wall of people in the way here, but I'll still talk about it from here. It's okay.
Yeah.
Our e-readers and our e-notebooks. So they're consumer devices. We can get right in there in a second. We're introducing some of the color advancements into these consumer products. So across the board, whether it's e-readers or e-notebooks, we're bringing color into that space.
All right.
We have another big story to tell besides color. So, besides color, we have a story to tell about healthy screen time. Healthy screen time. So, we worked with Harvard School of Public Health to test a typical tablet and to test an e-ink display to see which was safer for your eyes. The thought process, of course, is that we're all on displays, we're all using our displays 7 to 9 to 13 hours a day. Whether it's our phones, our computer monitors, or our TV screens, we're constantly being bombarded by these displays. And we wanted to know, would an e-ink display, an EPD display, cause less stress on your eyes? And the answer was, from Harvard School of Public Health, up to 3 times less stress. So it makes a big difference which type of display you use. And for reading applications and for writing applications, it's possible to make a smart choice, a healthy choice, and still have that reduction in stress and get additional benefits like the focus and the pleasing experience.
It's very important to reflect ambient light on your reading experience and not blow a light torch in your face.
Yes, we do build in lights in many of these, so I can turn this
Front
one.
light technology, huh?
Yes, with the front light technology. So you can see this one woke up. You don't see a lot of light coming off it, but there is a little bit of light here. This brightness is set. Just to turn it up, you'll see what I mean. It popped, but you set it down to somewhere right in there. It doesn't look like it's giving off a lot of light. It's not invasive in that way,
and it's
yet it's still readable at night. Yes, it's front light. Yes,
so
it's
that's
front light.
better.
Yes, light goes down first, reflects, and comes back. It's better. It's up to 3 times better, straight.
I've been excited about this since the IREX in 2006.
Wow,
now,
that goes back a day.
Now it's going crazy, right?
So the remarkable.
Is this market really going well?
There was, I think, 26 e-note products launched last year. So we're really seeing an adoption curve start to take off with the interest in a single device that's a window into your infinite notebook. It's cloud connected. This particular one is remarkable too. There's also the Onyx Books Android tablet and the Kindle Scribe that all have ways to bring the cloud connectivity into this infinite notebook.
Do you use them daily?
I use mine daily.
Which one?
I have used all 3 of these. About every 6 months or so, I typically change. So I'm constantly.
Get the latest, best one.
I figure this is part of my job to make sure I'm using and researching and experiencing the technology. So I have used the Kindle Reader app on the Onyx Books Android device. I have used the cloud software and the Remarkable 2 experience, and I do my crossword puzzles every day right now on my Kindle Scribe. So yes, I'm using them all every day.
I'm so excited with the potential to have a perfect cloud experience to collaborate.
Yes.
How good is that right now?
Awesome.
It's like whatever you would want to have, it's working right now in their software and everything.
That was one of the big reasons that Remarkable 2, when they came on the scene, was adopted so strongly. They really showed how to do this connectivity between, I want a notebook, but when I'm trying to be connected, it's just seamlessly there. All of my notebooks are connected, available to me on my computer, available to me on my phone.
With other people.
And you can do some collaboration as well. I'd have to stop and think how much collaboration depending on the platform, how it works, but yes.
And we have a Dassault here, the big one.
So in addition, I mentioned this healthy.
Books? It's books?
This one is books, correct. Dassault also makes a monitor. Very good.
26 inch?
I think this one is 28.
And
Could be
is it affordable? It's too expensive.
It's definitely more expensive than a traditional LCD. However, what we're talking about is this healthy screen time, right? Using a monitor that is not detracting from your eyesight. I don't know about you, but as I get older, I need these reading glasses. I'm constantly turning up the size of my font on my phone, using for my Word documents, my PDFs, and my spreadsheets, which is basically most of my job, using a monitor that has a reflective experience.
Okay. Yeah. So it's to do also with the UI, the experience, the Googles and the Microsofts and stuff. Depends if they have optimized some of the UI for an e-ink.
So
my dream is to have an e-ink laptop.
Okay.
I want to have 50-hour battery life.
I have heard that before from other people, and I believe yourself as well. Yes.
But the Chrome OS or the Windows is not. They don't have an e-ink version.
It's not optimized for that. That's correct. So even in using this display, some of the intelligence to do that optimization is built into the monitor. So it knows how to choose certain modes in order to be more effective for your style. So that is something that's being customized through the monitor right now. And maybe we'll get to the point where it's built into Chrome.
What do we see here?
These are some samples we show people of sort of our products in parts. So when we're talking about what does e-ink actually do as our business, of course we developed this cool, magical, somebody today told me it was romantic, this romantic technology. We sell display modules. This is the form factor it comes in.
Did you ship like this?
You call up and say, I want 50,000 modules. I'm building my monitor, my e-reader, my retail sign.
Is this 13.3?
I think this one. Don't quote me, but I think it's 13.3. It looks 13.3.
And hopefully it's affordable.
Hopefully it's affordable.
Do you have the price sticker somewhere?
I can't, like I said, my eyesight, I can't read that little, but somewhere on that barcode it would tell you what the size is.
That's why you're a huge fan of e-ink, right?
Yes. It's good for my eyes.
You care about yourself.
Yes.
And your children.
I do crosswords every day to keep my mind active, and I do it on my e-reader to keep my eyes healthy.
And you recommend all the friends to care about their eyesight too?
Of course.
Right?
Of course. We're recommending it generally to the world now, but yes, my parents both have e-readers, my kids have e-readers, yes.
All right, cool. And
this is another component, so I think this is somebody's, yep, it's probably his. So we have a version of a kit. So for this design space that we talked about where people are being creative, here's a sample sheet just to put your hands on it and touch it, and you can tangibly see what the product is. This one is obviously not designed into a guitar, not designed into a car, but just sort of tangible component that somebody who wants to put their hands on and understand is how flexible is it? Well, it's this flexible. Is the color really yes, the color is this saturated.
what's this connector?
This connector is a tail connector. So each of these little lines that you can see on the tail is connected to one of the segments that you see on this page, this piece of paper. And so if you put a voltage on that line, then you will change the color of that segment. And so this plugs into not this board, but
You have a driver for this?
Yeah, there's a driver somewhere else.
And what's the material on the back here?
The material on the back is
Aluminum?
It's an aluminum on plastic backing.
Every e-ink display in the world has this back system?
No. So this one doesn't have any glass TFT. It doesn't have a flexible TFT. So it's not like this one in the sense that it has all the XY pixels. So instead of the glass backing, we have a metal foil backing.
Nice. All right. How many do you ship of this so far?
So these are shelf tags. Many times if you go into a store, you may not even notice that they have shelf tags. Best Buy, Kohl's, different places have them.
You've sold
Worldwide,
of these, right?
Worldwide, there's about 1 billion installed tags.
1 billion e-ink tags?
1 billion e-ink tags, approximately.
Wow. I said 100 million.
I know.
Far away from the
That's
number.
pretty big, right? Surprising.
There's a few more than the Kindle.
That is a few, well, they're smaller, but yes, it's a few more than the Kindle in units. So when you go into a typical store, it can have 60,000 to 120,000 individual products, and it needs a tag for each product. So as stores adopt these for labor saving, for price controls, for information, They have many products they need to put it on per store, and our partner networks, SES Omega Tag, SoluM, Hansho, Pricer, they're very good at building out these tags. Keep in mind, when we ship the tag, it looks like this, but small. It's a little 2-inch size. And they build this device, 2 coin cells, last 5 to 7 years.
That's amazing.
Yes.
But I heard that some people want to refresh it more often because the price needs to change more often, then the battery life might be shorter. They need to integrate a little solar little thing maybe.
You're telling me that inflation keeps going up. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Or in
5
terms
to,
of marketing?
5 to 7 years is spec. I think it's 4 updates per day or fewer.
That's quite a few.
It's quite a few. In many cases, they're doing 1 update a day. So it's still 5 to 7 years with it for most
And
of the
not
use
to put you on the
cases.
spot, but because you have 1 billion of these in the world, did you think about the environment, how it's going to be forever usable, or
Yes.
it's not going to be bad after
We've
10
saved
years?
hundreds of thousands of tons of CO2 by not printing paper, shipping it to the store, ripping out the old paper, and throwing it in a landfill, and doing that every week in every store across the globe. So we do calculate, we do measure how much savings there is on a climate sense to using these very, very power efficient tags and not having transportation, printing, and waste using paper tags.
And hopefully they'll last decades.
They
Like you
typically
were saying, 7 years. or-
5 to 7 years on the 2 coin cells, and then it depends on the store whether they want to try and replace the coin cells or they upgrade the tag.
All right, and if they upgraded the tag, maybe there's some kind of
Res-
resale market where it
Yeah,
can be
they-
reused
sure.
somehow,
Sure,
because it's 1 billion.
it is a lot, isn't it? It's crazy.
Right, and this one also looks very nice.
Yes. So we started with black white, we went to black white red, then we went to black white yellow, and now of course we have black white red yellow for shelf tags. So we've constantly enhanced that product, and that number that I quoted to you is total, starting from black white and all the way through.
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome. All right, and there's on this side, is it the same like in the
So
entrance?
this is the same Spectra 6 as in the entrance. Here we're just pairing it close to those climate numbers that I started to talk about. I'm very proud that 99% of the e-ink revenue is considered green revenue. That means it is supporting, helping either the product, our customers, or their customers in some way reduce energy usage or help the planet.
Nice. And
Behind us,
it's my favorite bus stop.
this is your favorite bus stop. Where are you going?
I'm going to SFO.
Okay, I don't know if this bus goes there. So this is our Kaleido 3 outdoor product line. So we saw the Spectra 6 product line. That was the award-winning Spectra 6. And that had highly saturated color built in, and it had 10-second update time. For some applications, your bus is coming. Your bus will be here in 3 minutes. Your bus will be here in 2 minutes. We need a faster update time than 10 seconds. Also, this is outdoor capable, so minus 15C to 65C, meaning that this gives people another option if they want the highly saturated, typically indoors, or if they want information or outdoor advertising, then they can choose this Kaleido 3 outdoor product line. This particular one right here, I believe it's 61 inch because it's two 42-inch displays tiled seamlessly together. There's one front surface, there's no edge here.
So there's two. Somehow you don't see the gap.
Correct. There's two here, you don't see the gap.
Nice. Is it expensive?
When you're talking about doing an RFP with cities, it's important to make sure the full requirements of what they need. So we work with a partner network that typically, there's usually a 5-year warranty, and so all that gets considered into the price. It's not simply just a display from e-ink, it's how they choose to position their business. They should answer that, not
Because
me.
VTA and all these companies, they have thousands of bus stops
Yes, exactly.
on each of them.
This is another example of the Kaleido 3 Outdoor. This one has a built-in light, and that's what you're seeing here. So you could use it for quick service restaurants, maybe as a menu board or something like that. It's similar. These are smaller in size. These are 25.3-inch panels, but they show what's the types of applications that are possible.
Cool. All right, so that's an awesome show.
Yes, it's an awesome
Display
show.
Week 2024. There's actually more stuff, right?
There's more stuff. We can cover it if you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. And all right. This is our healthcare and IoT section. So we're proud to be working in different ways, as I mentioned with the healthy screen time, to improve either patient care or people's lives. In this case, we have a glucose meter. So Abbott makes a glucose meter and have for a long time. One of the things that happens with diabetes is eyesight can be impacted. And so using a very reflective display.
And the battery life could be huge.
And the battery life is huge. There's an insulin pen with one built in, all the way up to replacing the dry erase boards with paper-looking signs, still very, very low power, that enable the patient to have the information they need, but not on a glowing screen that keeps them up at night.
Nice. And
Yes.
there's also the note-taking for the doctor and the nurse,
Yes,
maybe?
yes, that's exactly correct. And in some cases, they can put a web app on this, and all of the notes will go directly to the medical
Wow.
system.
That's so important.
Yep.
Nice. And art. You want to get you nice art?
Yeah. So
when you're
this.
in the hospital.
So when you're in the hospital, maybe the board is displaying patient information. Maybe it's displaying art when you don't need the patient information. So you can go back and forth between the two.
Nice. And this is an e-ink laptop with an e-ink display. No, I'm joking.
There you are
Not yet.
joking. You already covered that already.
No, but that's could come.
Not yet. Yes,
Okay.
it could come.